Some breaking news. Nikola founder and possibly one of the world's biggest DMFs of all time, Trevor Milton has been sentenced to a mere 4 years in prison for fraud. That's less time than I've been running this YouTube channel. It appears he's been sentenced 1 year per IQ point. I'm shocked at how lenient this sentence is.
Yeah, so Nikola founder Trevor Milton has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. The 4 years is significantly lower than the 11-year term that the government was pushing for and that probation officials had recommended based on the 1 count of securities fraud and 2 counts of wire fraud, of which he was found guilty in October 2022. But it is still a significant sentence, 4 years. As you said, Trevor Milton was found guilty of misleading investors over the progress that his company had made in its early stages, the capabilities of its technology. This is a trial that we at Bloomberg have been following very closely for a number of years. We kind of first broke the news in June 2020 that Milton, according to our sources, had made misstatements about the capabilities of Nikola's early technology. But 4 years is what it is what the sentence is. Just a quick point of interest, US Attorney Damian Williams, whose office led this trial, is the same office that got a guilty conviction on Sam Bankman-Fried, and they've kind of promised to crack down on this white-collar financial crime area. This is their latest successful victory.
Well, I really just can't not say something here. 4 fucking years, that's it. Bro! Most people watching this video will have been around since I began covering the clear and obvious signs of fraud and very little else from within Nikola. The fake Badger truck intended to lure in dopey retail investors to pump the stock that they were never intending on producing, with fake specs, with celebrities being paid to endorse a product, clearly reading off a script, knowing nothing about it. Just say, yeah, I'll take the bag of cash. What do I say, Trevor? Oh, we'll read the bullet points, okay. The reality defying, literally flying in the face of the laws of physics claims about battery energy density. The fake outdoor products that I called out, not even real. They don't even have a prototype. This is a computer rendering, not being used. The water sports product, fake. Then you have this moron bragging about how he sold a bunch of stock to buy a big fat house and other crap, so he didn't need to worry about money, while simultaneously pointing out that they had a strategy to lure in retail investors because their products were focused on the commercial industry, e.g. big trucks. Therefore, that's not going to excite retail investors. Therefore, how do we get retail investors excited to bring in that gravy train? Literally, his words, gravy train, what? And his plan of luring in dopey retail investors worked. There's a lot of dumb f***s out there who just believe what they hear. Don't do any homework. Oh yeah, that battery energy density doesn't defy the laws of physics. I don't even know what physics is. Oh, I trust this guy. He's wearing a suit. He's on the media. What he's saying must be true. He certainly can out Elon and run circles around rooms full of PhDs. I trust this guy. Next minute, the people who could least afford to lose money invest in this dumpster fire and vaporize their capital. There's a reason I made 30 plus videos trying to warn people about the imminent train wreck, the misleading statements, the cumulative losses suffered by the dumbasses that were sucked into this trap by Trevor's repeated fraudulent statements and doublings down after being called out. This is bullshit. I'm going to debunk all these points. Next minute, doesn't debunk anything, gets fired. The cumulative suffering that this man will have brought upon countless people is colossal. And he gets just 4 fucking years. Bro, he's going to walk out of prison a few years from now worth the better part of $1 billion, having perpetrated brazen fraud. This does not seem like justice. This isn't even a slap on the wrist. This is a gentle fondle of the balls. What the fuck, bro?
That's where I was just going to go, in fact, Ed, because this is a signal potentially for how Sam Bankman-Fried might be sentenced. Does it, though, depend on the judge? I'm sure Damian Williams doesn't particularly see this as a win, 4 years, particularly when you think about Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos getting 11 years.
Yeah, at the core of this case was whether or not retail investors in particular had been moved to take action by Trevor Milton's statements, particularly on social media.
Bro, that was the entire point. Even Trevor himself explained his plan. That's how dumb this guy is. As I said countless times as it was occurring, Trevor Milton was preying upon dumb, and I actually mean dumb, low intelligence, dumb retail investors. The kind of people that won't do any homework whatsoever. They'll see a guy, they don't understand how to read body language, they can't tell when somebody's full of shit, they can't see the signs of narcissism, delusion, grandiosity, they don't fact check any claims, therefore they don't realize that they're all false. They gobble up everything somebody is saying wholesale, assume it's true, and then take major financial actions as a result. That was the whole point of what Trevor was doing. Again, go watch the interview he did with Jason Calacanis. He literally explained this, and I was explaining this as it was happening. Again, go watch my teardown, not physical, but intellectual, of the supposed Nikola Badger, the unveil, with that heavy D-bag or whatever guy. You know, the guy that they paid all that money who didn't know anything to talk shit, say how great it was? The entire purpose of Trevor Milton being in the media, misleading, lying, deceiving, was to lure in very low intelligence retail investors into Nikola stock. He was making comments about it's like getting on the ground level of Tesla stock, except it's even better. He was smarter than rooms full of PhDs, that he could out Elon Musk, as in I'm even better and smarter than Elon Musk. The guy preyed upon the, I'm just going to say it, intellectually weakest people on earth, those who could least afford to lose money. Outrageous.
And in debate around his sentencing, the reason that the government stated it was important to have strict sentencing was to avoid any temptation by future actors to behave in the same way, and such that, you know, the everyday investor could receive harm. That was kind of the motivation from the government side of this case.
Yeah, well, that clearly hasn't happened. Like I said, 4 years from now, this fraudster is going to walk out of prison an absurdly wealthy man in the top 0.001% of wealth. Multiple 9 figures to his name. This sentence is not a deterrent, but an enabler. Absolutely outrageous. 4 years is nothing. If you made people an offer, trade the next 4 years of your life for hundreds of millions of dollars, how many people would take that offer up? That's essentially the deal that Trevor Milton's received. Commit fraud, lie, hurt countless people, trade 4 years of your life, walk out of prison, a multi-center millionaire. Despicable.
They wanted to see strong action to deter any similar behavior in the future.
Instead, we got a weak, pathetic sentence that essentially gives people the green light to do exactly what Trevor did. Absolutely outrageous. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Has justice been served? Think 4 years is a fair sentence for what Trevor did? Unbelievable. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. It's an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a fuck ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. It certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point. It's something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy, wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1 shit, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it, you'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, Nikola salmon's sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link at the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links at the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon, and don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.